Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. So, today we see Trump's gold card. The markets have fallen off the cliff, and we are still fucked. Let's talk about it.
See, the game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So oh yes he is. I mean that boy just the shit. He's a mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee on down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky.
All right, everybody, what's up? It's your man, Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. So, what are we doing? You know what? Hold on, let me plug this in here because my battery is about to die. I didn't even notice it. All right, so have you seen it yet? The Trump Gold Card. $5 million for your path to citizenship. Now, here's my question. Why does Trump have his picture on it and his name? This is something that's supposed to be for the United States, correct? This is something that is supposed to be offering a pathway to United States citizenship. But here's what it really is. It's for membership into the Trump Republic, because that's what he's trying to build right now. The Trump Republic. He wants to end the United States, y'all. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying that to be an alarmist. That is exactly what Trump is doing. He is trying to put the United States to bed and reform this country as the Trump Republic. I told y'all this some years ago when he was in office the first time. Fortunately for us, the first time around, he had some sensible people around him who realized what the fuck he was up to, and they wouldn't let him push these crazy ass initiatives through. But I also warned y'all back then. I said if he gets elected a second time around, he's not going to make the same mistake of not having total loyalists in his cabinet and throughout the government, as well as the Supreme Court. And that's what he has now. He has control of the Senate. He has control of the House, even though the margins are super slim, but he still has control. But he has control of the Supreme Court. So even if he decides to say, fuck Congress, which he's doing a lot of now with these executive orders, and then trying at every point to bypass the lower courts, he's actually gone totally against court orders, as if he doesn't have to follow the law. And he said it in not so many words, that the law doesn't apply to him. I told y'all this is what we were going to have to deal with, but y'all told me, Ken, you're crazy. And I had a friend of mine tell me, you're just giving up just like that. You're just, it's always the doom and gloom with you. You see what's happening? Do you fucking see what's happening right now? Markets are crashing out. The economy is going to be on life support here in the next few weeks. Our allies don't trust us anymore. We got a bunch of imbeciles in the presidential cabinet that are giving away military secrets and who knows what other state secrets they're giving away, playing around on a public messenger app, Signalgate. Wow. These idiots are giving away battle plans on a public forum. And Donald Trump says, hey, nothing to see here. It's all good. It's all good. Yet, Donald Trump's Attorney General appointee, Pam Bondi, with her dumbass, actually had the nerve to say, I don't believe foreign governments can hack Signal. Bitch, my 12-year-old neighbor could hack Signal. Are you fucking serious? Listen, we have a lot of things to worry about right now in this country. Donald Trump is destroying everything that this country is all about. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up, because this is crazy. All right, I can't see. Now I got to start it all over again. I'm trying to pull up some info here. But in the meantime, here we go. Okay. There it is. It's working. All right. But anyway, Donald Trump has destroyed the fabric of this nation. And listen, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't call myself a patriot, but I love my country. This is where I was born and raised. It's the only home I know. And I've been all around this big blue ball that we call home, that we call Earth. The only planet that we could ever visit, because we're not going anywhere else. Trust me. Elon Musk is living pure science fiction, thinking that he's going to be able to send people to Mars. I think he said this year, 2025. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But in any case, Donald Trump is destroying everything that this country is trying to become. Because, let's be honest, we were never great. We haven't reached greatness yet. But we are definitely on our way towards greatness. But we still got a lot of issues to work out. We still have a whole lot of issues to work out. We got people running around here saying racism doesn't exist. This country was established on racism. This country was established on illegal immigration. This country was established on brutality and theft and criminality. That's real. Let's be honest. America has a very bloody history. And a young history, too. I mean, country's only 260 or 70-something years old? You know, America hasn't been around that long. But we have affected the entire world more than any other country in the history of the world. Arguably, we're the wealthiest country in the world. But you wouldn't be able to tell if you drive around some of our inner cities and rural areas. You would think, God damn, we're just like any other third world country. But see, the problem with America is, one, doesn't want to face up to the facts and be honest about its history. Our current administration is trying to erase that history. They're rolling back all types of laws and rules, that protect our citizens from discrimination and racism. And they're basically trying to whitewash the history of the United States. My ancestors built this country on our backs for no pay. for free. America, you got free labor. You got free labor from my people. Close to 400 years. We get no thanks. We get no reparations, which I think we fully deserve reparations for all black Americans who can prove their lineage through the American slave trade. Not all black folks in America, just the ones who can show their lineage through the American slave trade should be paid reparations. Somehow, some way. And it's not saying anything bad about white people because, hey, we're not who our ancestors were for a lot of us. But then there's probably about a third of us in this country who want to go back to those days of oppression and Jim Crow because it was great for them and their families. But we're never going back. I'm trying to tell you now because people like me, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like me who ain't gonna stand for it. So don't even think about trying to go back to the good old days of Jim Crow when you could slap a nigga or spit on a nigga and dare him to do something. Nah, motherfucker, you get fucked up now. I just had to put that out there so you don't get it twisted. I ain't no tough guy. But you're not going to disrespect me like you did my ancestors. That ain't going to happen. There's going to be some consequences and repercussions. And that's what we're having now with this current administration. Consequences and repercussions is what we're suffering because a third of you idiots out there decided to put this fool back in office. And now he's tearing down the country. Your prices ain't going down. Your inflation is not going down. You're not going to have more opportunity for you to live a better life. You can forget about that. That's all gone. We are about to exist in a whole new country, and it's going to be called the Trump Republic. That's what dude is trying to do now. He wants to be the dear leader like Kim Jong-un or Vladimir Putin. Or the Chinese dude, I can't pronounce his name, so I won't even try and disrespect it like that. But Chinese President Xi, I'll say that much. This is who Donald Trump wants to emulate. He wants to be like them. We're in trouble, y'all. We really are. Today's stock market's down over 2,000 points. And no sign of improvement. There is no sign of improvement coming. It's all downhill from here, y'all. And if you're not invested in the markets, I understand if you feel like it doesn't apply to you, but it really does. Because as the stock market crashes and businesses start to feel the pain of prices going up, operation prices going up, acquisition pricing going up, and they're going to pass those higher costs on to us, the consumers, and then you're going to start to feel it because, as I said earlier, your prices are not going down. Inflation's not going down. And we got some dark days ahead, y'all. I hope you're ready. Because y'all voted for it. A third of y'all. You got what we got. Now we got to ride it out. But we got to be coming up with some solutions to change this shit. This current administration needs to go. And it starts when midterm elections come around. Y'all motherfuckers better get your asses up off your seat and go vote. And I'm only talking to the ones that stayed at home because you didn't like Kamala. You didn't think she was going to do anything for us. And now here we are dealing with Donald Trump's ass again. Again. That's the most shocking thing to me, that he actually got elected again. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Then we have this other motherfucker, unelected, unconfirmed by anyone in Congress, House or Senate, but he's firing people in the federal government, shutting down agencies within the federal government, and only the ones that affect his business. Think about that. He's racist as a motherfucker, born and raised a racist in apartheid South Africa. Think about that. Donald Trump is so hell-bent on immigrants, yet he's married to an immigrant who happens to be an Eastern Bloc immigrant, a citizen from a former Soviet Republic of Slovenia. Think about that. Donald Trump was actually married to 2 Eastern Bloc women. Ivana was an Eastern Bloc woman. I believe her home country was Czechoslovakia, which doesn't exist now. It's the Czech Republic now or some shit like that. But it was a Soviet state back in the day. Donald Trump has deep ties to Russia, whether you want to admit it or not. But again, like I said, he's so hell-bent on immigrants, but only certain immigrants. Hispanic immigrants, black immigrants, don't like them. Don't like any of the brown-skinned immigrants. The Asian immigrants, don't like them. He likes the white immigrants, though. He told the white immigrants from all around the world, hey, come to America, we need you. He said that. Not exactly in those words, but he said that. Especially from South Africa, because he feels like white folks in South Africa are being oppressed. Even though they make up less than 10% of the population, but they own 70% of the land in South Africa. Think about that. Less than 10% of the population owns 70% of the land in South Africa. Donald Trump likes them, though. He wants them to come to America. And they can get here for the bargain basement price of $5 million. That's it, just $5 million. Get your Trump gold card today. So, and on top of that, he appoints an immigrant to streamline our government. Think about that. Donald Trump has gone all in on deporting immigrants from the United States. He wants to end birthright citizenship, which would make him eligible for deportation because his family were immigrants from Germany who could not return. His grandfather couldn't return to Germany because Germany didn't want his ass because he was a draft dodger. And then guess what? Donald Trump is a draft dodger too. Wow. But he's commander-in-chief of the military that he avoided serving in. Married to an immigrant who access to this country was always questionable. It's alleged that her visa ran out. But somehow or another, now she's miraculously all good to go. And then she brought her parents over here, which is why Trump wants to end birthright citizenship, so the immigrants can't come here and then end up bringing the rest of their families over here based on their status. So wouldn't that mean that Trumps would probably have to leave the country too if he gets to end birthright citizenship? Elon Musk would definitely have to go because he became a naturalized citizen in 2000. So think about what we're going through right now. This country is being transformed piece by piece, systematically, right in front of our eyes. Very methodical how Donald Trump and Elon Musk and his Doge team are moving. Project 2025 is real. I still have people that I know. I'm not going to call them friends anymore because they're freaking idiots. But still people that I know who still believe that Project 2025 is fake news or something the liberals made up, something the Democrats made up. Motherfucker, go online to Project 2025's website and you'll find that the author of the fucking program is now a Trump cabinet member. The vice president wrote the foreword to Project 2025. So I know you people aren't slow. I know you're not that slow. Maybe you are. Maybe I'm just a poor judge of character because I thought y'all were smart people. Turns out y'all might be dumb as fuck. Probably why they don't talk to me much anymore because they're dumb as fuck. Yeah, they are. They're dumb as fuck. But hey, who am I? I'm just that black kid born in California, raised in New Jersey, now living in Florida, just trying to make a living. I've lived the American dream, or that's what they used to call it. It turned out to be a nightmare. Don't get me wrong, I had a good life. I had a real good life because I made it a good life. I worked hard and I created my opportunities. I took advantage of the opportunities that came to me. Didn't always do it right. Didn't always get it right. Not even close. But for the most part, I lived a pretty good damn life. But it wasn't easy. I encountered American racism head on. I didn't pay no fucking attention to it because I let them know that, hey, guess what? I got guns too. And I know how to use them. So, hey, we could go bullet for bullet, round for round. I know I'm going to hit what I'm pointing at. Are you? That was an actual conversation I had with somebody who told me I needed to go back to Africa. I'm like, why do I need to go back to Africa? Been there. Liked some of it, didn't like some of it. Couldn't wait to get my ass back home. Here, to the United States, where I was born and raised. I've never lived in Africa. I'm not African. I'm American. I'm not Nigerian. I'm not Kenyan. I'm not Congolese. I'm not Ghanaian. I'm not Somalian. I am American. Born and raised. And proud to be an American. Very proud. And you should be too if you are. If this is where you're born, if this is, where you sprouted, you should be proud of your homeland. This is our homeland, by the way. Not Africa. Not South America. Not Europe. If you're born here, this is your homeland. Period. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your ancestry is. If you're born here, you're of here. This is home. Be proud. But anyway, we got a guy now who hates America in charge of America. Think about that. Of course, he constantly says everybody else hates America, but nobody hates America more than Donald Trump. Well, yeah, maybe Vladimir Putin hates America more than Donald Trump. I know Elon Musk doesn't hate America more than Donald Trump because America made him the wealthiest known person on the planet. I'm not going to call him the wealthiest person in the world because he's just a person that we know publicly. Personally, I feel like there are probably a few people in the world that are far wealthier than Elon Musk. But they allow Elon to carry the title because he's out in public and it keeps the attention off of them. I've always believed that the ones who are really in charge are never seen. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my opinion. But in any case, Sunday night, we're going to talk more about this. But our major topic on Sunday is going to be dental care in America. Why is dental care not a part of regular health care? I feel like it should be integrated into the normal healthcare system. I feel like hospital emergency rooms, hospitals in general should have dentists on staff, because you go to the emergency room with a dental problem, they're just going to give you a pain reliever, shoot you up with some antibiotics and tell you to go see a dentist. But you all know dental care is out of reach if you don't have the money. So why is it not a part of regular health care when it can be so vital to your health? That's what we're talking about Sunday night. I'm your man, Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience right here on Crazy Baby TV World on YouTube. Visit the website, www.crazybabytvworld.com if you haven't already. But subscribe to the channel. Won't cost you a dime. Because unlike Doge and Musk and Trump, I'm not trying to get $5 million from you to be a part of my world. So come on in. I'd love to talk to you. Sunday night, 9 p.m., the Ken Jackson Experience. I will see you then. Peace and good night.